schools can and should be a celebration of teaching and learning, and they are, despite all the challenges. Educators have persevered because you've had to, and because you know that your work matters in the lives of your students, our children. You are shaping Wisconsin's future, and we owe you a debt of gratitude. In fact, we owe you more than that. We owe you an investment. Teaching is the most important job in the world. Teaching is an art, it's a science, it's a calling, and most of all, teaching is a skill. And teachers must be paid as the skilled professionals that they are, because they're even more than that. They're heroes. They see the incredible potential in our students, and then they grow that potential through a safe and challenging learning environment until our children are equipped to be successful and active citizens of the state. That's a tall order, and our teachers are up for the job. And at the same time, they need respect and support. And just because they're in a profession that is also a calling, they shouldn't be taken advantage of. I still remember the very first teacher I ever had who really saw me for who I was and for the learner I could become. And I bet and I hope all of us can remember a teacher like that. Mine was Mr. Holmberg, and his choir class made such a difference in my life. He had given me so many rich opportunities to grow, and I could try new things in his class because I felt safe and supported in the classroom community he created. Schools and libraries are the cornerstones of our communities precisely because they create community. At your public library, all are welcome. Think about it. Being at your local library doesn't cost a penny. How many places are there left in America where no one expects you to spend money while you're there? But at libraries, you're always welcome. At your public library, all are represented. The collections include diverse representations of characters and stories and histories and concepts, and they create connection and empathy. They reflect our own experiences, and they also stretch our perspectives. At your public library, all are respected. Libraries can stand firmly on intellectual freedom, that you can go in there and engage with ideas that affirm your own beliefs as well as those that challenge them. What a gift freedom to read is, to be allowed such space for curiosity and judgment. When we talk about the need for investment in our students, all because the future success of our state relies on our children, it's often framed in economic terms. And honestly, it's in our own self-interest. However, when I talk about the need for investment in our children for the sake of the future of our state, I'm talking about it in civic terms. I'm talking about the future stability and success of the state of our democracy and the strength of our leadership and government. The future of our state, civic and economic, will rest on their shoulders someday soon, which means today it rests on ours to prepare them well. Investment is how we do that. We've done it before, and it created a strong foundation that our public schools still stand on today. But think about it this way. If our schools were cars, then the last time we filled the gas tank was decades ago. Our schools are running out of gas, and we're running on the fumes as we spend down the principle of that decades-old investment. We need to keep it strong to fill up the gas tank and shore up that foundation for our current generation of students and the generations to come. Public libraries and public schools are the foundation, the bedrock of democracy. They make a difference. I shudder to think of Wisconsin and what it would mean for our democracy, for our communities, for our families if public schools are no longer funded. We are at a critical juncture. We must make the decision to invest in public schools and libraries. Education is, and libraries are, all about changing the world, and thank goodness, because the world is always changing. Thank goodness we have our public schools and libraries where we teach students how to make sense of that change, how to harness it, and how to use these lessons to make their lives and our world a better place. These kids are going to change the world one day. We must nurture them. We must prepare them well. And that's exactly what we're going to do to ensure the strength of our democracy and the future of this great state. Thank you.